They thought she was invisible, just another quiet woman in plain clothes, walking into the most exclusive resort in the city. The laughter was loud, the insults sharp, and the humiliation deliberate. Every smirk, every sneer was a reminder of where they thought she belonged, nowhere near them. But what they didn't know was that behind her simple smile was a life they could never imagine. And when the truth came out, their world would shatter. What happens when arrogance collides with power? Watch until the end. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Maya had never been one for glamour. She preferred markets to malls, tea stalls to rooftop lounges. Her life was peaceful, quiet, and far away from the flashing lights of the city's elite. But on this day, she was in the capital to meet her husband, who had just returned from a business trip abroad. She arrived early at the luxury beach resort they had agreed upon, a place dripping in wealth where guests wore diamonds even to breakfast. Maya, in her modest dress and worn sandals, felt out of place but calm. She settled into a lounge chair, enjoying the ocean breeze, unaware of the storm about to approach her. Across the pool, a group of young men in expensive suits noticed her. They didn't see a guest. They didn't see a woman waiting for her husband. They saw someone they believed didn't belong. The comments started quietly at first, murmurs and chuckles, exchanged glances that carried mockery. One of them, tall with slicked-back hair and a watch that probably cost more than her year's rent, walked over with a smirk. "Lost, are we?" he asked, not as a question but as a statement of her supposed inferiority. His friends laughed. When she ignored him, another joined in. "Careful," he roared. "People might think you're here to clean the place." The laughter grew, their voices carrying across the resort. Heads turned, phones came out. The humiliation wasn't private anymore, it was entertainment. Maya's heart raced, but her face remained composed. She knew this was more than personal rudeness. It was the familiar sting of classism and racism intertwined, the silent message that she didn't belong in their space. One of the boys gestured toward the exit. "The public beach is that way," he mocked, pointing past the gates. Another added, "Don't worry, we'll tell security to be gentle." Every word was a blade, but Maya stayed seated. She reached for her phone, fingers moving with quiet precision. She sent a single text. "Here now. Come to the poolside." The boys exchanged puzzled looks, some smirking, others bored. They thought the game was over. They didn't know it had just begun. The air shifted before they saw him. A convoy of black SUVs pulled into the resort's private driveway, security men stepping out first, scanning the area. Then, a tall figure in a tailored suit emerged, his presence commanding, his gaze sharp. It was Arjun Mehta, billionaire industrialist, and Maya's husband. The boys froze as he walked directly toward the woman they had mocked, leaning down to kiss her forehead before taking her hand. The silence was deafening. Guests whispered, phones recorded, and the boys' smug expressions crumbled into pale panic. Arjun turned his gaze toward them, not with anger, but with a more dangerous calm. "I hear you've been entertaining my wife," he said softly, and suddenly, they understood just how small their world was. The boys' laughter was gone, replaced by apologies that stumbled over themselves. Arjun didn't respond. He instructed resort management to ensure his wife was treated with the respect she deserved. Within hours, the young men's membership privileges were revoked. Word spread quickly, not just of their humiliation, but of the arrogance that had led to it. For Maya, it wasn't about revenge. It was about a reminder that worth isn't worn on the outside, and respect shouldn't depend on appearances. She left the resort arm in arm with her husband, the ocean breeze just as warm as before, but her heart lighter. This wasn't just her story. It's a story repeated in countless ways every day. The question is, will we ever learn? Which country and city are you watching from? Take care.